habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
On first down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 31-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second.
Shotgun now for Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 62 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you get a team working together and they get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
At their own.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Goff on 3rd down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Washington nothing.
First down, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this throw caught left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The football going back over to Arizona now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so possession goes over here on the punt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, and he's going to go down again.
Jared Goff.
So we come upon halftime here in this. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Cardinals 21. Washington.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
A dump underneath to Jones.
Murray's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Murray gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
23-yard line.
Now Murray again. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Washington, nothing. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Gain on the play. First down, Washington.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And the Washington first down.
Again, Goff. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Complete to Antonio Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, this one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 20.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
Well, you remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
On 2nd and 9, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25. Yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. For a Cardinal. 23 yards Here's the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw it. Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. He does appear. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
A 10-yard loss.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon